What's going on, everybody? This Afro Think Tank. This video is for the continental Africans and the Caribbeans, mainly the ones that have not been to America yet and consume American entertainment. All right. I need you guys to understand, because a lot of you guys repeat what the white people have taught you and what you've seen on TV. You think that the vast majority of African Americans are struggling and are in poverty and are suffering and don't take advantage of economic opportunities that we black people created in America for everybody else, right? So I hear a lot of talk about we African people come to America and we succeed above you guys. Like, y'all guys got this thing where you think that you come to America and you do better than us, that you work harder than us, that you hustle harder than us, and that's why you succeed and we don't. You think we don't. I need y'all to understand this thing. Only 17% of African Americans are in poverty. That's it. 17. The vast majority of African Americans are in the middle and upper class. We're not the most successful African people on the planet for no reason. We're not. We don't make all our money because we have a whole bunch of basketball players and football players and rappers. That's what you see on TV. That's entertainment, guys. That's not African American culture. That's just entertainment. I want you to understand, when you African people come to America with your B1 visas, because only the best of the best is allowed to come to America, by the way. So you guys are already the cream of the crop, but when you come to America, you guys still struggle. But all you nurses out there, when you went to nurse school, who was the nurses that embraced you when you got there? It was the African American nurses. So even though you guys have nurses in every hospital in America, who was the nurses that taught you, that embraced you, that showed you love? It was all those African American nurses that are also in those hospitals that we pretend are not there, because y'all can't really tell each other apart for the most part. You know, people, they can't tell the difference, right? All you African people that come to be doctors, right? Who are the doctors who embraced you when you came over here? It was the black doctors that was there before you. You see, while you guys tout that you guys are doctors and all that stuff, keep in mind, it was the African American doctors that made sure you was safe, that made sure you didn't get discriminated against, that made sure you knew how to get over here, how to cope with that new white man that you weren't used to. When you came over here to be engineers, right? When you got that B1 visa, you came over to be engineers. What engineers embraced you and made sure that you were protected from them white folks that saw you as a threat? The African American engineers that's also there inventing and creating and building structures. So let's not act like it's just you guys doing it. You guys are doing it off the backs of us. We have paved the way in every industry that you guys come over and participate in, after we paved the way for you to be able to come over here in the first place. I just need you to understand, most of African Americans are middle class. So if you compare our statistics, since, you know, the white folks give you all these statistics and y'all be running with it. Some of y'all run with it. White folks give you statistics. You really, you know, some of y'all got this little arrogance about you. Some of y'all think y'all really hot shit. I mean, you all hot shit because we hot shit, right? But you need to understand that African Americans are the most successful group of people in America outside of white people. And we got it honestly. We got it under pressure. We got it away from our homeland. We got it under duress, and we still rose. Keep that shit in mind and make sure you put some respect on our name. So if you compare us, our ethnic group of African Americans, with Afro-Latinos, they're not doing as good as us. Not even close. Even the Latinos think they're doing better than us because they got all construction jobs and shit like that. But we the ones running the cranes and shit. They think that the POCs, the Indians, y'all come over here, because y'all go doctors because your mother forces you and your father forces you to do one career and you can't even pursue what you want to do because you're forced to do it because in India, they make you do that shit. Remember, you Indian people, when you came over here, who was the nicest ones to you, even though you give us your ass to kiss? It was the African ones in your field. Let's stop pretending that every field that you POCs get into, that there was not an African person there who also embraced you and made sure you were safe. And none of y'all can tell me I'm lying. You African people need to lower your ego level a little bit, especially some of y'all who think y'all coming over here doing better. Y'all not doing better than us. There's only 3 million of you people in America. There are over, conservatively, 55 million African Americans in America. And 80% of us are in the middle and upper class, and a lot of us are in the upper class. We are rich for a reason. We are the most successful group of Africans on this planet. On this planet, period. You cannot take that away from us. Every industry you're involved in, we're there too. IT, technology, we're involved. We invented a lot of the things that you guys use now to innovate. Science, you guys don't give us no respect, because I'm so tired of hearing all these people say, and this is what prompted this, is I put my DNA up there, right? And of course, a stupid person, and even though this was I don't know, this probably was a white troll in digital blackface or something, and they always give the white man all the praise for the science. The white man's science, the white man's this, the white man's, I'm like, what you mean? You think that the white man invented all that shit? Yeah, they may have the advantage to have the money because they're the enslaved, the corporation that enslaved us for 500 years, and their offspring still got all that slave money, and their children are able to spend billions of dollars to invest in their own dreams. So it makes them look smart, like Elon Musk. He's not a fucking genius. He just got the money to hire geniuses and then make himself look like a genius until we found out who he really was. A psychopathic maniac, drug addict. All right. So I just want y'all to know, hey, African Americans, if you want to line us up with anybody else, we're not only the most successful group of people in America on the planet. Our GDP as African Americans is higher than most European countries. Most African countries. We are the most successful group of people on the planet that didn't rape, murder, and pillage to take it. No one else comes second to us African Americans. So when you guys are having your little arguments with the 17%, okay? Because that's FBA. FBA is the digital blackface white people and the 17% that was not able, for whatever reason, to take advantage of the educational system, or they weren't able to educate themselves, or they're the lower rungs of the African American society, in the hood, in the ghetto. Y'all think that hip hop is 90% of African American culture? That is your problem. Hip hop and that whole culture that goes along with it is just a genre of a music genre, and it's perpetuated by you know who owns the music industry for entertainment and monetary purposes only. Most African Americans got their mommies and their daddies somewhere along the line. They grew up with their mommies and their daddies. They got cars. They go to good schools. All right. They pull their pants up and they wear belts. They know how to dress. They got button up shirts. They know how to speak English. A lot of them know how to speak multiple languages. Y'all got us fucked up. I'm telling you. But, you know, it's not your fault. It's the white man's fault, because the white man got y'all thinking that all African Americans can be summed up with a hip hop, with ghetto culture. Ghetto culture is white culture. Ghetto culture is white culture, literally, like no bullshit. Ghetto culture, all of that is transplanted British culture. British people are ghetto. British people are thugs. The ghetto comes from Europe. All that shit, all that vagabond shit, all that inhuman, subhuman, barbaric, savage shit, that's European culture transplanted into the American culture. That's what that is. That can be proven. Those are facts. I'm not just saying that to talk shit. That's the truth. All right. That shit was brought over here by the English specifically. The English have a ghetto. Just look at England. Look how they dressed in England. Look how they really dressed in England. Not fucking suits and shit like in the movies, how they display everybody's up in snuff, and they have their little fucking one eyepiece glasses, and they put their watch inside their pocket, fucking shirt pocket and shit. That's bullshit. They some ghetto ass savage barbarians over there living in the hood. Like, if you look at the hood in America, it's designed like European hoods and ghettos. Okay? So I just want to let y'all know, African Americans are very successful. No one's coming close to us. Not you Indian people, not you Chinese people, None of y'all come close to African Americans and our accomplishments under duress, because we didn't come after the war was over. We started the war. We liberated ourselves. We freed ourselves, and we created all the science for everybody to come over and enjoy and liberate themselves too. And that's the truth. Anyway, that's all I gotta say. It's Afro Think Tank. Learn something, teach something. I'm out.
So the simple mathematical fact is only 17% of Black Americans live below the poverty line, which means 83% of Black Americans are working class, middle class, upper middle class, or upper class. The majority of Black Americans are completely fucking normal, and we were not raised in a ghetto aesthetic. We do not follow a ghetto aesthetic. We do not care to be labeled or to perpetuate the stereotypes that the media and the loudest among us like to think. The majority of Black Americans are doing well, do not live in poverty, and are succeeding in Black excellence, just like everybody else in this country. I'm so sick and tired of everybody acting like all Black Americans were raised in the ghetto. Like we all follow this weird ghetto aesthetic. Like we all want to live this weird ghetto trash lifestyle. Only 17% of us grew up in poverty. That is it. That is a very small number that grew up below the poverty line, or poverty lower. So at this point in time, it stands to reason the rest of us grew up pretty fairly normal, are living the American dream the best that we can, just like every other group. It is time to move beyond victimhood and time to understand that it is a mindset, that the majority of Black Americans are highly successful, just like all of the other groups of individuals. Why do we keep perpetuating these super harmful victimhood ghetto aesthetic is completely beyond me, because that is not how the majority of Black Americans are living.
As an African living in the United States, I used to share the same sentiment that...
That's a lot. That's a whole lot. I don't think my brain's working right now, but that's a lot. There are certain things that I don't like to hear in the video. I'm just be honest. I'm just be honest. I don't even have a problem with her, because she was very respectful, and she just said it. But there are certain things that I don't like. Okay, it's the fact that she said many Black immigrants come over here. They want to align with people that make them successful. And what I hear, okay, because she said it's the white people that make them successful. So what I hear is that if it's the white people that make you successful, by your thoughts, the Black people are not. And that's what I'm hearing. And maybe that's my problem. Maybe that's my problem. Because being a person who grew up a military brat, right? Being a person who grew up around a lot of different people, from Samoans to Koreans to everybody, right? I knew how to code switch, and I knew how to boom, 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 boom. I didn't just pick out a certain group and say, this is my success group, and I'm going to ignore my group or that group and that group. I didn't do that. So it really, really bothers me when I hear that you come over here and you're willing to put the energy into code switching, do everything you possibly can to fit in with white, but you won't consider, get away from here. I'm trying to make it, get away from me, Black people. That's what bothers me. That's what bothers me right there. As if Black people are not successful. That's what bothers me. As if Black immigrants have not come over here and aligned with Black Americans and become just as big as successes. Black Americans are very successful in this country. And the fact that you're willing to disregard the people who fought like the dogs and are still fighting to this day like the dogs for black people around the globe, racially black people around the globe, still fighting. The Congressional Black Caucus. If there weren't black people in those political positions right now, things would be a lot different. On a surface level, it may appear like it's the white people is where you're finding your success. No. You found your success because you came over here and black people created that pathway. Black Americans created that pathway. Black Americans are still creating that pathway, and who's trying to tear it down right now? I need y'all to really look. Who's trying to tear it down right now? It's not black Americans trying to tear down what we built. It's racism trying to tear down what we built, what we fought so hard for. White people didn't give you these opportunities. Black Americans did. We were busting through Ivy League schools in the 1800s. We were busting through walls just so that we could do it. Integrated schools, HBCUs that a lot of African immigrants come and go to school in. We did that. That's the opportunity we created. So to say that you're going to find success with the white people, that's where you find success. That don't sit right with me. That thing bothers me. Because you disregard what you said, just kind of disregards the people. The people who literally fissioned out. Who literally came up out of Africa a long, long, long time ago and fought tooth and nail. And then you come over and say, oh, we're going to code switch. We're not bothered with y'all because y'all can't bring us no success. We did. We still are. If it wasn't for black politicians in that White House and in state houses right now, black American ones, we fight tooth and nail. But you regard only one, and you just like she said, she's like, and I know this doesn't pertain to all African people. I know this for a fact. Okay, trust me, I know this for a fact. But based on what she said, that thing bothered me. Boy, that bothered me. Because the fact that I still hear it, we find our success with white people. No. Success has been found in America through black Americans. That's actually where your success comes from. That's where the success comes from. Because they wouldn't open a freaking door for you. To be honest, if black Americans don't fight for it. Politicians have already said immigrants are poisoning the blood of the country. That's why that thing bothers me. I've had to save 2 jobs for black immigrants. Behind the scenes. One of them didn't even know it was me. And they didn't hang around me at all. They hung around white folk. That's all. That's the only thing. I don't have too much problem because I know they're different. They're coming from a different perspective and everything. But that's the thing that bothers me. And I know it's not everybody. Because I get down with some people from Ghana over here, and I found my distant relatives over in Nigeria. Way long time ago. Tracked them all down, right? And we all good. We all good, but just to say that you got the energy for the white folk, but you're not gonna be successful with black folk. And I have Patricia Arabath, look her up. She was an inventor. Cataract. She brought on an African man, a native African man who migrated over here into her foundation. He found success with her. So yeah, I guess that's what I needed to say. I had to get it off my chest because, yeah, I don't like that. I don't like that. And hopefully, and this is not a diaspora, this is actually a conversation. Black Americans are very successful over here. We're very successful over here. We didn't have to steal anything we have, okay? We didn't have to steal anything. We didn't have to enslave anybody to get what we have. We got it the honest way, okay? Just remember that when you talk about success. We got it the honest way. We did not have to steal for the majority. We did not have to steal or enslave or do anything like that. So we're proud of that. We're proud of that. It may take us longer because we had to fight against so much stuff, and we're still fighting against so much stuff. But who's doing that fight while you're over here making it and successful? Who's also succeeding and fighting? Join us in the fight. Don't come over here and align with somebody who's taking our opportunities down. Align in the fight. Because if you don't, it's a slap in the face.
Wait. Before you go, for all my subscribers and philanthropists out there, I'm building a solar power community water bowl system in Nigeria. It's going to cost between $5,000 and $6,000. I'm trying to raise money. If you want to participate and help me build this solar power water system, please donate to the Cash App and put solar water in the notes. Solar water in the notes. I'll put PayPal, Stripe, and Zelle. Anyway, thank you. That's all I got to say. It's Afro Think Tank. Learn something, teach something. I'm out. Thanks for watching Afro Think Tank. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And follow me on Substack and Patreon for more content. Remember, it's Pan-Africanism or nothing.